raised in Kingman, Morgan was 18 years old, just graduating high school when she got into a bad car accident.
I got ran over by a car and fractured my pelvis and my sacrum.
She was wheelchair bound for 6 months. To help with the pain, her doctors prescribed her pain pills, turning a daily dose into an addiction.
It was always fairly easy for me to get them because, like, you know, all you have to say is I got ran over and, you know, I fractured my pelvis. So, but yeah, it got harder to get, and then I started to have to go to other things.
3 years later, she moved to Las Vegas. When doctors no longer prescribed her pain pills, Morgan turned to heroin.
Active addiction is a horrible thing, regardless of where you're at, but I was pretty naive, trying to manage my life in Vegas all alone, which is a very scary place. And I was living at a weekly. I got evicted from my apartment. A lot of bad things just started to spiral.
That spiral leading her down a dark path to the point she thought she would die.
I just got to this point where I called my mom and I was like, I'm gonna die if you don't come and get me.
Her mother checked her into Recovery in Motion in Tucson.
The first time I was very unwilling and open-minded and honest. So it was very hard for me to get the picture. And I wanted to leave, and I thought that I knew what to do. So I really didn't listen to anything those whole 60 days, and I wasn't ready, I don't think.
After treatment, Morgan went back into her old habits and was in another car accident, this time fracturing her ACL and meniscus. She went back to the center again. This time, she wanted to do it for herself and graduated.
First, it was the accountability, you know, of like having to do chores and having to cook and clean. They taught me a lot of life skills, taking me to 12-step meetings, the counseling. It was all really great.
Morgan says she wouldn't have been able to beat the addiction on her own, and now, 1 year sober, she's loving life.
I'm happy, you know, like I can actually like do things that I've never been able to do. Interests that I didn't know existed. I started kind of playing the piano again. I started working out, eating better. I have this amazing job. Like I couldn't have dreamed of all this.
Priscilla Casper, KGUN 9 on your side.